I'm still up here. And I'm standing in the Flight Escape Re-Entry Trainer, otherwise known as FERT. Now, you've joined us at a very exciting moment. It's been a very exciting day for all of us up here because we've been hard at it under the instructions of Mr. Carstairs, the senior man up here. Mr. Carstairs, how would you say I was shaping up?
Well, I would say you were doing very well, considering you haven't done it before.
Thank you. And neither has Mr. Garstang.
That is perfectly true.
Well, as I said, you've joined us at a very exciting moment because you're about to witness the first attempt to initiate Mrs. Noah into the individual re-entry technique. Mrs. Noah, are you there? Here she is.
Oh, get that thing off. I've enough to contend with without that.
Right now, Mrs. Noah, would you like to tell us how you feel about jumping out of this ship 7 miles above the Earth and flapping your way down to terra firma?
Well, I'd be fibbing if I didn't say I was a bit anxious.
Well, we're all a bit anxious.
That is quite correct.
Well, as I was saying, we've all been through it, and now it's the turn of our intrepid lady cook, Mrs. Noah. Mr. Carstairs, would you like to start simulating Mrs. Noah?
Right, Mr. Cunliffe, this way, Mrs. Noah. Oh. Careful. Company stairs.
Well, Mrs. Noah is being led up onto the test platform. And I must say, she's looking very calm for somebody who's never done it before. Now, when mounted, she will be attached to a gravity overcoming device, otherwise known as a rope. Then she will start her rotor motor. And when she's firing on all cylinders, that tunnel over there will be activated. And Mrs. Noah will experience a burst of wind at 180 miles an hour. Are you ready, Mr. Carstairs?
Practically, yes. She is hooked up.
Right.
There we are. Now, to test it, I would jump up and down if I were you.
Well, isn't that an amazing sight? And I can tell you, from where I am standing, I know she's putting everything she's got into it. Now, some of you are probably asking, what has she got the motor for? Well, she is going to need all the help she can get, being heavier than air. A lot heavier.
Oh, I've been down the runway. Can I take off?
Now you have to test the power pack. Right, start it.
How do I do that?
By this starter cord here.
Now, this is a very tense moment. Just imagine that you have been ejected from this ship 7 miles above the Earth. And for the first time in your life, you pull the starter cord. 6 miles above the Earth. You take a deep breath and try again.
Shall I give your carburetor a tickle?
You stay where you are.
You're 3 miles and still falling.
Can you give yourself a bit more choke?
How do I do that?
Bend over a bit more.
Are you getting me out?
It's on the pendulum principle.
So we say goodbye to Mrs. Noah, still frantically pulling her cord as she passes the first floor window of the air ministry. For serious folks, it's all right. Mrs. Noah will not be ejected unless everything is working properly.
Activate the wind, Fantor.
Wind coming outside.
Live on fire. More wind, Fantor. That is simulated snow. That's why you wear the pointy hat. Switch it off, Fantor. Switch it off.
I can't, it's stuck.
So with that, Fantor,
It's goodbye from us in Britannia 7. And back to you, Nicky Manson, in the studio.
1 minute to go before we excite the ultra drive with the microburst. Assemble your crew in the control room.
Right, in here, everybody. Right, they're going to start the procedure, so test your beacons. Damn, Garstangs isn't flashing.
You've broken your bulb.
It's ironic, isn't it? I'm the light bulb changer, and I get a faulty one.
There's no time to change it now.
But what happens if I come down in the sea? I'll not be noticed.
Here, have a box of matches.
About 20 seconds to microburst. Fasten your seatbelts. You'll feel a pretty heavy gravity pull, then we decelerate.
Right, into the chairs, everybody.
Tell hell, I'm tense. It's just a matter of timing. All I got to do is put my finger on the right button at the right time.
You can do it if anyone can. 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Damn!
Marge, you pressed the wrong button.
Proton drive.
George, that was pretty fierce. Right, into the ejector room and let's get the rest of the gear.
Hey, hang on a minute, come over here. That's the Earth, isn't it?
Oh, fancy. We'll be back there in a few minutes.
Isn't it getting smaller?
It's obviously an optical illusion.
No, it is getting smaller. Mishcon, what on earth's happening?
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but there's been a bit of a malfunction down here.
How soon before we eject?
Hard to say.
Has our orbit gone eccentric?
Well, you're no longer in orbit.
Where the hell are we then?
Well, you're heading for the outer limits of the solar system.
Everything's all right, isn't it?
Just a temporary hitch, that's all.
Where are we?
Well, we passed the moon a couple of minutes ago. And according to that estimator, we should get a good view of Venus by tea time.
Oh, fancy. I better go and put the kettle on.
You like your movies funny and frightening, don't you? Then be here Friday at midnight for The Atomic Cafe, a look back at America's preoccupation with the atom bomb. Then at 1:30, a shoot 'em up in the Wild West. Stay tuned for The Outlaw, starring Jack Boyle, Walter Houston, and Jane Russell. Classic cinema, right here, Friday and Saturday at midnight.
Now you know the score. Pick me off the floor.